Over the last few years, Phoenix has added crisis teams who can respond to 911 calls involving people with behavioral health problems who are nonviolent and non-threatening. Instead, the U.S. Department of Justice found Phoenix police officers often take a force-first approach when interacting with people in crisis, violating their rights. I'm senior investigator Melissa Blasius, and this is an exclusive, in-depth look at the DOJ pattern or practice investigation, showing you what federal investigators saw, and a warning, some of this video may be hard to watch. Scan the QR code on the screen to follow along in the report. Today we're looking at pages 87 to 99. Phoenix police officers default to using unnecessary force and fail to call for specialized assistance when appropriate. According to the DOJ's analysis, at least 10% of Phoenix police calls involve someone with behavioral health disabilities. That's someone with a mental illness, substance abuse disorder, intellectual and developmental disabilities, or a combination of these. The report said in many circumstances, a person experiencing the effects of a behavioral health disability should receive a health-centered response, but the city and Phoenix PD have failed to make important modifications necessary to avoid discriminating against people with behavioral health disabilities.
We're just going to help you out, okay?
The federal investigators conclude the treatment violates the ADA, that's the Americans with Disabilities Act, as well as the individual's civil rights. This is Phoenix police body cam video of an incident from the report. A man who reportedly tried to hang himself in his apartment.
Hey, what's going on, brother? No.
When the man returned, an officer immediately grabs at his arms, follows him inside, and corners him, tackling him when the man tried to lock out a second officer. That second officer, who is trained in crisis intervention, also tackles the man. The man was booked into jail for assaulting an officer and criminal damage for throwing his own phone and breaking it.
People are stupid. You don't even know basic psychology.
According to the DOJ report, the duty to avoid confrontational tactics and accommodate a person in crisis is not diminished when a person fails to immediately follow commands, reacts poorly to an officer's arrival, or behaves unexpectedly. In another case, officers arrived to transport a man for a mental health assessment. The order said the man had schizophrenia, was hearing noises, and that his mother was frightened. According to the DOJ report, neither officer made routine attempts to talk to the man. Instead, they grabbed him in less than 10 seconds.
Wait, man. Don't touch me. Get away from me, man.
When the man pulled back, the officers tackled him, put a knee on his neck for over a minute, and placed him in leg restraints.
I want to go to jail, please.
The DOJ found officers criminalized the effects of his disability and took him to jail, accusing him of aggravated assault on an officer. The county attorney later dismissed the charges. The DOJ also found when officers followed their training, Phoenix PD violates the ADA, saying all new officers attend a mental illness awareness class, which erroneously teaches that people with bipolar disorder are dangerous to responding officers, prone to unprovoked violence. And in a supervisor's training, DOJ observers said, "We heard a trainer describe a behavioral health disability as a pre-attack indicator, a signal that an officer should be ready for an attack."
This morning she flipped out.
In another case reviewed in the report, a mom who called about her 17-year-old daughter said she had made suicidal statements, then left the house. Officers located the teen.
You know, we have responsibilities of how we have to handle things as well.
I don't care. I just don't like police. You guys act like you have such authority.
Well then.
The DOJ notes within 5 minutes of finding the girl, who was calmly answering their questions, Phoenix PD officers grabbed and handcuffed her.
There's no reason to make this into a big scene. You gotta go home to
Stop touching me. Just stop.
Instead of getting treatment, the girl got arrested for breaking a picture frame at home earlier in the day. DOJ investigators noted that they did see officers treat people with behavioral health disabilities with respect and compassion. And the DOJ report did include one example where Phoenix PD requests a mobile crisis team.
And we're going to go with them.
That incident was resolved without arrest or use of force. And the DOJ says Phoenix police should reform policies and procedures to encourage greater use of these specially trained teams to ensure people in crisis, whenever possible, receive a health-centered response. You can see our full series of videos on the DOJ report now at abc15.com/DOJ. I'm senior investigator Melissa Blasius, ABC 15, Arizona.